Hi everyone. Good evening. I wanted to come on and make a nice video, and my subject tonight is going to be about people making comments on other people's video. You know, to believe in God, you really have to feel it deep in your heart. But when you make a comment on somebody else's videos about when they talk about God, you know, you got to be careful how you make that comment because that person could take it the wrong way. If you don't believe in God, that's on you, Keep it to yourself. Don't make any comments. Just read it. You don't like it, fine and dandy. But keep it to yourself. If you didn't like what you seen on the video that we put, either my husband or myself, don't say nothing. We're not here to bring people to get involved. We're here because we speak what we feel that God is telling us, you know, to say. That's what we speak on. Like, for instance, God wants us to be united. This whole racial thing that's going on, God don't want that. He don't. He made us to be brothers and sisters, to be together, to be one whole family. Okay? And for instance, I love everybody. I don't care what color you are, what race you are, what nationality you are. I don't care. I love everybody. And I'm not just saying, oh, I like you. No, I love everybody because that's just me, you know, and I get along with everybody. Um, when I was in New York, because I was born and raised in New York, and when I left, a lot of people cried, and I felt so bad because they all liked me so much, or loved me so much that they didn't want me to leave, and I was like, well, I have to leave. I have to start a new life. You know, New York started getting real bad, and this was back then in believe it was in either 96 or 97. No, correction. I left in 91. And I left with my grandparents and my kids and my ex. And we started a new life in Florida. And at the beginning, everything was swell. I used to take care of my grandparents. And I did till the end. My grandpa died in 92 and grandma died in 94. They were my life. They were my heart. I love my grandparents like you couldn't imagine. And sometimes I feel like a fish out of water because they were my world. And after seeing the way I am with them, I could understand why because I got grandkids. I talk about me loving my grandkids. Oh my God, they are my world. My grandkids and my great grandkids. I have 10 great grandchildren. I have 4 great grandkids, and I adore them. And I mean, there is not a thing that I would not do for them. If I have to stand in front of a bullet for them, I would. Okay. And that, if I know you and I met you, and we become friends and I get to know you, that's how I will become. I would stand in front of a bullet for you. By the way, that was the car that went by. I would stand in front of a bullet for you because that's the kind of relationship I become. I won't nag you. I'm not one of them. They're friends that when they become friends, they nag and, you know, they become a nuisance. No, I'm not like that. But if you need my help, I'm there for you. If you have a problem, I'm there for you. If you're depressed and you need to talk to somebody, I'm there for you. You get in trouble and or something happens bad, I'm there for you. That's how I am. That's how I always been. And like my husband says, babe, you too emotional. You too sensitive. I cry very easily. If things, they touch my heart, it'll make me cry. Like right now, I'm so sad to see poor Randy in that bed. That is so sad. And to see his wife going through that, having to be in her job, her kids, and then having to be there. It's a stress and a half. And I know that because my husband used to go to work, come home, feed the dogs, come to see me, stay with me for 3, 4 hours, then drive home to go to work the next day. So I know how hard that is. But when you love somebody, you do it with no problem at all. Excuse me. You do it with no problem at all because you love that person. I've been married for 25 years with this man, and there is not a thing that he won't do for me, and there's not a thing I won't do for him because that's the way we are. In Florida, because that's where they used to, I think, as a matter of fact, I think even here, if I was admitted and that week he didn't have to work, he would stay in the hospital with me. Come home, feed the dogs, take them out, and he will go stay with me at the hospital. And vice versa, I would do the same because that's the connection, the bond we have. And when you have a bond in your marriage, I mean, oh my God, that is so beautiful. The only thing that aggravates me about him, and you're gonna find this funny, it's when I open my mouth to say something, he knows what I'm gonna say before I even say it. Oh my God, does it irk me? I'm like, babe, but let me say it. He's like, I know what you're gonna say. Before I even say it, he says it. And that, oh my God, that burns me. And he starts laughing. And I'm like, stop laughing. I said, do you know how much that annoys me? And he said, but, I'm sorry. I just knew what you was going to say. And then he'll come and he'll give me a hug. And he thinks that hug's going to fix it all. Excuse me. But like I said, I've been married 25 years and it's been wonderful. And going back to what I veered off, I know I did. But going back to people not liking comments. If you don't like a comment you see, then, don't say nothing. Don't read it. Just don't even bother going in. Keep going. People will say things you're not going to like. None of us will. If I go and I see a post that somebody put and I don't like it, I don't comment on it. I just get out and keep going. Because I'm going to make things worse if I go in and make a comment. Because I, for one, will say what I feel. So not only will I say something wrong to hurt that person's feeling, but I'm doing wrong because I'm sinning. So that's wrong. God don't want me to sin. I don't want to be a sinner. Like my husband says, Clean your doorsteps before you clean mine. Leave mine just as it is. I have a theory that you know it just it goes real far, but I'm not even. I leave that for another video. But like I was saying anyway, let's not veer off again. I have a habit of doing that. He hates that. He says when you're in a subject, stay in that subject. Stop veering off. It's I feel like time is going by too quick, or I got just a little bit of time left to say everything I have to say in that one moment. You ever felt like that? And I have to just get it all in. Say it because my time's gonna run out, and I won't get to say what I want to say. What if I dropped it? I never got to say what I wanted to say. So see, my time is limited. So I want to be able to say everything in one shot, and it's wrong. But anyway, um, I was reading part of the Bible. I'm trying to remember which one it was, and I believe it was Genesis. Um, where it was saying, to sin, to sin, to sin with others, something like that. That's my problem. I am because I speak both languages, Spanish and English. I have a hard time remembering things when I read it. So forgive me for that. And that's another thing. If you are Spanish and you don't understand um this video that you are watching, you could kindly let me know in the comments, and make sure you press that button like and subscribe. It's free. It'll help me so much. It doesn't cost you nothing. Another thing, if you drop a comment saying that you would like me to say it in Spanish, I'll gladly do that. Yo hablo los dos idiomas, español y inglés, perfectamente los dos. But I don't want to offend nobody in speaking them both. So I will make one video in Spanish for Spanish speaking people only, and I will make one in English for English speaking people only. It's the only two languages I know. But you all have a blessed night. May God bless you all, and may you all love each other, love your spouse, love your children, because you're promised today, tomorrow you're not promised. Make sure you give your children, if they still little, that hug. And another thing, never, never go to bed angry with your spouse, and make sure you give them that kiss and that hug and tell them you love them. Because even if they know that's a car that went by, even if they know that you love them, they want to hear it, whether it's a man or whether it's a woman. A lot of women, they know that their spouse loves them. But as a woman, we want to hear it. And that goes for a man. Oh, he knows that you love him. But just as a woman, he wants to know it too. Remember that. Till next one, you'll have a good night. Much love to all.